That's some fucking dumb shit if I've ever heard any. Hey guys, what's up? So I'm finally going to film episode 2 Bachelorette recap. I totally meant to film this like way earlier in the week, like right after the episode aired, but as you saw from the videos I posted instead, some crazy shit was going down that I felt inclined to tell you guys. So that's why it took so long to get to filming this. But everyone vote below and let me know what you'd prefer, and whatever gets the most votes is what's gonna happen. So if you don't exercise your right to vote on this, you have no right to bitch at me in the future when you're not getting the recaps when you want them. So vote if you care. Would you rather get the recaps like a day or two after the episode airs to just like instantly hear my feedback on what you just watched? Or would you prefer the recaps to come later in the week, like how today's Sunday and the new episode airs tomorrow, so that you can kind of get a reminder of what happened last time before the new episode airs tomorrow? So let me know if you'd rather have it right after the episode airs or before the following episode airs. Vote below. If you don't vote and you don't get what you want and you bitch at me, I'm gonna think you're a fucking dumb fuck, so exercise your right to vote. My thoughts are all over the place because each episode is 2 hours long and it's so hard for me to like keep track of everything that I want to talk about. So I took a diligent motherfucking notes, y'all, okay, during the episode. I was obviously wine drunk. I always will be. There will not be a time that I watch The Bachelor, Bachelorette sober. Maybe I have a problem, maybe that's a normal thing to do. I honestly couldn't give a fuck. When you watch the show like kind of drunk and then you have to remember things to like re-talk about with people, it's difficult. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first just kind of like talk about all the random little things that I have opinions on and then get more into like the details of like the dates and the men and all that shit. First, I'm just gonna talk out of my ass for a little bit about random things I noticed, funny things, dumb shit people said, whatever, that I just felt like I had to comment on because it was so outrageous. First thing is, this happens every fucking season and I just think it's so ridiculous, is how the men, in this case because it's the Bachelorette, literally act like they know everything about Becca and they already know she's the one for them and they're just waiting to see if she picks them. And it's like, no, like these contestants were selected for the show before they even knew who the Bachelorette was going to be. So they clearly just wanted to be on for TV, and if you end up liking the Bachelor, Bachelorette, that's just a bonus. Caitlin Bristow, she was the Bachelorette a few seasons ago. She did a TED Talk, and in the TED Talk, she was asked if she went on the Bachelorette to find love or to become famous, and she straight up was like, I only went on that show to grow my name, to grow my publicity. I went on the show for completely selfish reasons. I went on the show to make money and to grow my own brand, and the fact that I found Sean and found someone I liked is just like insane to me because I definitely didn't go on the show actually thinking I'd find like the one. People aren't going on this show for love, okay? It's cute that there are couples that last from the franchise. It is. Go Sean and Catherine, baby number 2. Fucking love them on Instagram. But we all know that it's a fame thing. If you are on The Bachelor, Bachelorette, you are guaranteed to be making money off of nothing but brand deals and publicity and interviews and promoting shit on Instagram for a solid like 2 years after your time on the show is done. So it's definitely a huge benefit to be on the show. And if you think about it, like they are obviously trying to brand the show as like, oh, Becca was heartbroken by the love of her life. Her fiance left her for another woman. Like that's the way they're trying to make it sound. But realistically, this is what happened. Becca went on a show, not even knowing who the fucking Bachelor would be, somehow made it into the final 2. That's amazing. Like, congratulations, you're gonna be fucking famous now. And then the dude picked her only to backtrack on his decision. But realistically, Becca and Ari only knew each other for the 12 weeks of filming. So it's not like her great love fiance left her for another woman. It's like a dude she knew of for 12 weeks and probably had feelings for 4 to 6 of those 12 weeks. Picked her and then changed his mind. But then she got to become the star of the show. Are you kidding me? Anyone that's known me for only 12 weeks can break my fucking heart if it means I'm gonna become the Bachelorette, okay? Like, that is a complete win. I just got so off topic. What I was originally saying was that I think it's so funny that everyone acts like, oh my god, I love Becca, or I love The Bachelor if it's women, because they don't know anything about them. And in the very beginning of the episode, Someone was like, oh, I just can't believe how close to perfect Becca truly is. And I literally just laughed out loud because like, you don't know anything about this girl. We're 2 episodes in. You've probably seen her in person in the house 3 times max. You probably talked to her for 3 minutes max and you think she's close to perfect. Like, it's just so fucking stupid because it's so fake. Like, if I was ever the Bachelorette and I had contestants that early on being like, oh my God, you're so close to perfect. I'm so happy it's you. I'm so lucky to get to know you. You're gonna like be off because I'm gonna be so turned off because that's not authentic. Like, you can't authentically think that about me because you don't fucking know me. You don't know anything about me. I could be the world's worst fucking person. I could enjoy bestiality. You don't fucking know, and you're gonna say I'm close to perfect? Really? That's fucking stupid. Next random thing I need to discuss is Jordan, who obviously is an actor. Like, I know that it's a show, and I know that there's a lot of fake shit, but honestly, in all the seasons that I've watched the show, this is one of the first times that I've genuinely thought that a contestant is a 100% actor. Like, I 100% think Jordan is like not a real person. Like, I 100% think that he is a fashion model and he does care about clothes and shoes and stuff, but he's just hamming it up to the extreme to be ridiculous for television. I don't think he has any interest in Becca. I don't think Becca has any interest in him. I think he's a 110% verified IMDb actor as fuck because there is no way that there's someone that just naturally, legitimately has that personality. Honestly, this is me giving him the benefit of the doubt saying that I think he's an actor because if he's a real ass person and that's just really who he is, that's fucking pathetic. The fact that he told Becca that the first step of looking good is putting your confidence on. What? I'm a fucking like confidence life coach in the making and even I'm not like, the first step to self-love? Put your confidence on. Come on, put them on, pull it right up. Like, what? That's some fucking dumb shit if I've ever heard any. Next random thought. My dad watches the show with us because it's a 2-hour show. We're taking up the living room TV. He's kind of forced to watch it if he would like to interact with his family members. My dad was like, the reason I don't like this show is literally all of these guys are like models. They all have perfect arms, perfect stomachs, huge legs, perfect faces, perfect hair. Like, what the fuck? This girl is average looking and all of these men are insane models and we're just supposed to believe that realistically all these dudes and this girl would have a chance together? No, fuck no. In real life, this girl would be getting a regular Joe, someone that you see on the fucking street in Walmart. So my dad just doesn't like that all the contestants are always like super beautiful people, which I mean, it's TV. We like watching beautiful people on TV, even though it totally fucks with our heads and makes us think that every man out there is supposed to look like that. And if we don't find someone that looks like that, we aren't that attractive ourselves if we're not attracting the fucking Tom Bradys of the world. It's like, no one fucking looks like that. Always remind yourself that no one in real life looks like that. Go to fucking Schlitterbahn, go to an amusement park, go to Walmart or Target, go to the mall, go anywhere where there are hundreds, if not thousands, of just masses of Americans, and tell me how many people you see that look like Channing Tatum up in here. Literally none. People are usually pretty fucking mediocre looking. We're animals. We're nothing but mammals. It's honestly amazing if you, as a human being mammal, just an animal of high intelligence, turns out looking spectacularly. Like, great, you have great genetics, but the most of the world doesn't fucking look like that, okay? And I do think Becca's a cute girl, but I really don't think she's like, oh my God, so pretty. Like, oh my God, I thought Emily Maynard was so gorgeous. I thought Rachel, so gorgeous. Caitlin Bristow, so gorgeous. I can't even think of other bachelorettes right now, but Becca, I think Becca's an average ass bitch, and I don't think she would have any chance of being the Bachelorette if she hadn't been dumped by Ari. So this is her time to shine. She better fucking pick wisely is all I have to say. This show isn't even a dating show until like legit 6 out of 12 weeks in. Like the first half of the season is 100% just like trash reality TV entertainment. There's all these men on the show that have no chance with her, but they're just around because they're actors or they're good entertainment or they cause drama. And then finally after like 6 weeks when all the people that obviously have no chance get voted off and it's finally dwindled down to like 12 men that she actually could maybe see herself dating, that's when it actually becomes a dating show. But these first few 6 weeks, y'all, don't even fucking worry about Becca and her spark or her connection with anyone because that's not even what it's about. Right now, it's just about us being entertained. That's about it for my random thoughts. So now I'm gonna get into the dates and all the details of what happened during the episode. So for the group date where they did the little obstacle course thing, 100% Lincoln cheated, which I don't fucking like. I told y'all Lincoln was gonna ruffle feathers. I didn't know what it was, but here we are, only the second episode, and he's already a piece of shit. I don't like Lincoln at all. Let's go over the reasons why, shall we? Well, first of all, he obviously fucking cheated at the fucking little obstacle course thing, and like, that's just so stupid. Like, someone said, like, if you're gonna cheat at this, like, what else would you like cheat or lie about in life if like this is something so fucking stupid and you like are that determined to win that you're gonna cheat? So definitely bad character. I don't know how no one like called him out on that. Then he won, he got a little fucking picture, he was rubbing the picture in everyone's face. So then Connor, just being some like testosterone looking frat boy, probably like 4 vodka drinks in, throws the picture in the pool because he's like, fuck you, dude, we don't want to fucking see this shit. And it's not even because like, oh, I don't want to see a picture of Becca with another man, because I don't fucking know Becca. I would never care about seeing Becca with another man. Like, this is Connor's thinking. But I don't like that you as another dude are purposefully trying to ruffle all our feathers. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So he throws the picture in the pool after the group date. Definitely a little bit of an extreme reaction. Like, I understand where it came from, and I definitely think Lincoln's a jackass, so I understand just being like, fuck you, bro. But realistically, if I was into a guy and he just couldn't control his anger to the point that he was throwing things, that's not attractive to me. So in retrospect, I get why he did it, and it was kind of like, haha, fuck you, Lincoln. But also, I understand why Becca was like, dude, like, what the fuck? Because I would definitely not be like interested in someone anymore if they like went to the extreme of throwing a photo. Like, we're all adults. Like, even if Lincoln's being a jackass, just be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why are you being a jackass? Just like talk it out. Don't throw the picture. But the fact that Lincoln was like, oh my God, like that picture meant so much to me. I was gonna show my mom. And then he starts crying. Like, you fucking fake ass piece of shit. Like, you should be embarrassed by how obviously fake this is. Like, no grown ass man cries because someone else throws a picture in the pool. It's a TV show. If you really want another copy of the picture, the producer can go to Costco and print you out like 50 fucking copies. They have like an unlimited budget out here, buddy. It's gonna be okay. And I like that some of the dudes were like, is it like real that Lincoln's actually crying about this? Like, does anyone else think this is weird? And I was like, yes, thank you. Thank you for someone actually commenting on the fact that this has to be fucking fake as shit. But Lincoln and Connor aside, I did not like anyone on the group date. Like, it's kind of like she just took all the boys that had no chance of ever being with her on this group date. The only plus side of the group date was that she got to spend all the time with Rachel and Brian. Like, if I was Becca, I'd be like, I hate all these guys. This is so stupid. I don't want to kiss any of them. But I get to hang out with Rachel and Brian. So I thought the group date was basically all the fucking like losers of the show shoved into one group setting. Then the whole group date concluded with Jean Blanc getting the rose, which realistically, Jean Blanc is not Becca's first choice. I think she wanted to be able to give the rose to like Lincoln or Connor or someone else of like a little more obvious choice, a front contender, because they're gonna be on the TV a lot and cause a lot of drama. But I liked that Becca was smart enough to be like, no, fuck you guys. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's a fake ass bitch and who's really being authentic, but y'all are causing way too much drama for the first group date of the season. So I'm gonna give my rose to this nice little boy that's just been minding his P's and Q's and didn't fucking throw anything in the pool or aggressively show off a picture in front of everyone else's face. So I don't think Jean Blanc getting the rose was like, oh my God, Becca's really into Jean Blanc, or I don't even know, I can't fucking say his name right. I don't know what it is, but Jean Blanc is gonna fucking work, okay? I think she just needed to give it to someone who was nice that she made out with. So Jean Blanc, you won by default. Then she went on a one-on-one with Blake, and Blake's growing on me. Like, he definitely has a very genuine personality. Like, I don't think he's a faker. Like, I think he actually like is into her. Like, I think that he obviously came on the show for the TV show because everyone does, but I really think that he is into her. And I also think Blake is a pretty average looking guy, and I think his personality is pretty average, like definitely a regular Joe, like someone you would go see on UT campus downtown. And I think Becca is likewise a very regular lady. So I think that them actually being into each other actually makes sense. And she's like into him because when they were like leaving the dinner and walking away, she was like, no, come back, and like grabbed him and like kissed him against the wall. And even my dad was like, damn, like she went in. He wasn't even even trying. Like, she is definitely interested in him. Again, he's still not my type. Like, you can grow on me and I can appreciate you as a person. Still doesn't mean I want to fuck you. I would still never pick Blake, but I think he's a genuine good person, and if she ended up with him, I think that it would be good overall. I don't think he would be like, oh, psych, bitch, I just did all that for TV. Like, I think that he actually is into her, but he's just too fucking goofy, quirky. Like, the way he dresses, and he just seems like kind of shy and just way too nice for me. Like, obviously I want you to be nice to me, but don't be like a nice boy. Becca needs me to corrupt some of these men for her, rough them up a little, and then there'd be a way more fun time. Although I did really feel bad for Blake when he told this story about how he was dating this girl for 2 months and like he was so in love with her and legit thought like, oh my god, this is the one, and they said I love you to each other, and then right after they said I love you to each other, she started acting weird as fuck and like broke up with him. That definitely fucking sucks. Like, I can only imagine the pain. But also 2 months is like not that long. Like, that's literally what happened with me and Brandon. Me and Brandon like dated for 3 months, a whole summer, and then he broke up with me to tell me that he met someone else he liked more. So it's like kind of basically the same situation. Right when I like had grown the feelings and was like, I love this person, and he knew that my feelings were that strong, and then he just crushed my fucking soul. So I can relate. I know the feeling on like some level. Definitely a similar situation there. But I still don't think 2 months or 3 months in his case or my case is enough to be like, oh my god, my life is ruined. Because like, I was fucking devastated about Brandon. I have a video of me crying about him. But I also didn't think like, this is the end of the world. I may never find love again. 2 months is 60 days, bro. Like, you don't even know all the dirty little secrets about her yet. You didn't know all the shit about her that would make you go fucking batshit crazy. You're like in the honeymoon infatuation stage then. So you're really just sad because you think you're losing the best person ever, but that's just because you haven't gotten to know them well enough to know that she actually probably kind of sucks, because everyone on some level kind of fucking sucks. You know who I like? Jason. Like, I originally was like, oh, I don't think that guy's that cute or interesting. He's not gonna be relevant, but he was the one that was like, does anyone else think it's weird that he's like, that Lincoln's crying over this? And I was like, thank you for someone saying that. And after he said that, I was like, wow, this guy is a real ass fucking man. He fucking called someone out on their shit. He admitted this is fucking weird that someone's crying over this. This can't fucking be real, right? And so his personality, I like it. And he's cute enough that paired with the personality that I like him a lot. If this was my season of The Bachelorette, I would be down to fuck Jason. I still think Leo is so gross and so weird. And to the girl that's gonna be watching this that commented on the last recap being like, no, like, I think Leo's so hot, like one of the hottest guys. Like, girl, you go take him then, because he had his hair in a ponytail, and I was like, oh, well, maybe if he had short hair and shaved, like, there's a good face under there. And I was just really staring at him, and I was like, yeah, nope, no shaving, no haircut could fix this. This is just barbaric. And he's not even interesting. He's not like acting. He's not doing anything cool for TV. I think he's a regular guy that just is fucking ugly. So I don't know why he's getting to stick around. Garrett, who got the first impression rose, who she really likes, who Jimmy Kimmel actually predicted will be the winner. And Jimmy Kimmel is right like 70% of the time about the prediction. So I would say there's a good chance Garrett could win. Plus, the winner of the first impression rose usually wins. I don't know how it works like that. It almost seems kind of fake. Like, really? How does that work out like that? I don't think Garrett's cute. Not my type at all. Even if you have the best personality ever, I'm not feeling him. But I do think he's genuine. Him and Blake are so far the top two like contenders for being real ass people that maybe actually really want to get to know her for her and aren't really like Hollywood people that are just there for like the sake of TV. And even my dad said that he thought Garrett was very normal looking, like someone you could go into Target and see on aisle 7 rather than someone you can only fucking find at a casting call for models in West Hollywood. And again, I think Becca would do better with like a normal guy because I think she's a very normal girl. Okay, now let's discuss Colton having the fucking past relationship with Tia. I don't fucking like that. I would have to call it off for a few reasons. First of all, they probably had sex, okay? No one in the modern day, especially really attractive people like Colton and Tia, who kind of have this like fame TV background, don't meet up for a weekend spent together and don't fuck. Like, they obviously did. I know it's not being discussed because they don't want to be disrespectful to Colton or Tia, but it had to have happened. I don't understand why she's not like, okay, I need to call Tia or have Tia come on and explain to me what happened, because I think her and Tia are actually friends. So the whole fact that like he has at least made out with and had feelings for a woman that was my friend, that already is like a no-go for me. And the fact that they probably 100% had sex would be a no-go for me. And then also the fact that the men don't know who the Bachelorette is going to be when they get cast for the show. And Tia was a pretty huge front contender to be the Bachelorette before the Becca debacle went down. So then they basically had to make Becca the Bachelorette to be like, yo, we're sorry, but you're gonna be famous for 2 years. So it kind of definitely seems sketchy, like, oh, did you come on the show hoping Tia was going to be the Bachelorette and then you were already going to have an in because you'd spend a weekend with her? Because we've definitely seen that before on the show. Oh my god, I've actually met this person before one time. We may or may not have fucked. AKA Nick Viall with that chick from that wedding that one time. So too much of it is too messy for me. And like I said, Colton wasn't really my cup of tea anyway. Just like too pretty, too religious, too... no. So in my opinion, I feel like she's maybe gonna keep Colton around for a little bit because like he's this hot guy that used to date Allie Raisman and like people kind of know who he is and blah 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 whatever. But it's such a turnoff to me, like especially if he did sleep with Tia, like that's fucking gross. Like the cord needs to be cut, okay? Like I cannot be involved with anyone that my friend has even liked, let alone slept with. Like girl code as fuck, and Colton, you're not special enough for that. But I do really respect him and commend him on being like, I need to fucking tell her that I had a relationship with Tia like now, like this early on in the show so she knows because that's her friend. And I feel like a lot of guys would definitely keep that a secret, and then week 7 it would come out of the woodwork somehow, and then Becca would be crying and it'd be so fucked up because 1, you lied and kept this from me, and 2, I had to find out from someone else, and now I'm finding out that I have this huge connection with you only to find out that you fucked one of my friends. So I definitely commend him for coming forward and admitting it and speaking up about it. But it's shitty, and if I were her, I'd be cutting him because that's gross. Then I need to talk about Jordan getting naked to come like talk to her. That one guy getting like really offended about it, like, oh my god, I think it's so disrespectful, whatever. Come on, dude, you're on a show. You have to know that someone's gonna do something ridiculous at one point, especially Jordan, the obvious actor of the group. He's like a fucking ploy that was put in the show just to fuck shit up. There's like no chance Becca and him would ever end up together, obviously. It's like fake as fuck. So the fact that he was like, no, that's so disrespectful, like calm the fuck down, take a Xanax, drink some more alcohol. Like that's not something to get that upset about. Like plus you're a normal man, you look normal, you're nice, Becca seems to enjoy talking to you, you're dressed normally. You don't have anything to worry about when Jordan comes in naked. All she's thinking is, oh my god, this is so embarrassing and weird. I'm so sorry, sir. I obviously have good feelings about you. I obviously do not have good feelings about naked Jordan. You have nothing to worry about, dude. Come on, like save your breath. Like Jordan obviously also is so egotistical that he's not gonna give a fuck about your opinion on what he does. Obviously it was for TV. Also, I don't get Jordan being the male model because his body is average as fuck. Like he has a tiny little butt, his legs aren't muscular, he doesn't have abs, he's short, his face makes him look like a 20-year-old. Nothing about him is sexy to me, so I really don't fucking get it. So I don't know why he'd be like, you know what? I think I'm definitely gonna get down in my boxer briefs and show her what she's missing. Like, I'm sorry. If anything, you've shown her exactly what she doesn't want and now she knows. I did think Jordan should have been sent home though, but I know he has to stick around for the sake of TV because he's an actor. That's obviously a fucking ploy. But that was just stupid. I don't remember who got kicked off because it's still so early on that whoever's getting kicked off is really fucking irrelevant. But I do remember that one of the guys that got kicked off started crying, and it's like, why the fuck are you crying? Like, are you that sad you're not gonna be on a TV show anymore? Because we know you don't like Becca. Maybe it's you're embarrassed that someone fucking rejected you, but like, it's a fucking TV show, and you as a grown-ass man, as much as I'm all for grown-ass men showing their feelings and crying, I don't think this warrants crying. Even if it was reversed and it was The Bachelor and a woman got kicked off the second episode and was hysterically bawling in her little interview after she was cut, I would also be like, why the fuck are you crying? So that's my thoughts on episode 2. That's where I'm at right now. New episode airs tomorrow night. Don't forget to vote below in the comments. Do you want the recap to come right after the episode airs, or do you want it to come a week later right before the next episode so that you can kind of be reminded of what happened? I don't care either way. You guys decide. Whatever I select is whatever got the most votes. So like I'm saying, exercise your right to vote. If you don't, I really have no sympathy. If you're like, oh my god, what the fuck? I don't want to wait a week for your fucking recap. Like, well, fuck you. I don't have to do shit for you. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. I'm gonna go see Ocean's 8. I love going to the movies. I hope y'all have a great week. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.